My first trip to Tokyo was nothing short of amazing. Japan is a country filled with a variety of activities. In Tokyo, the world's largest city, you have a futuristic metropolis blended with centuries-old traditions. Japan is also a place you can bring out your inner geek, or inner child, whichever way you look at it. Godzilla is my number one, no question. There's also the Gotokuchi Temple, filled with idols of the emblematic Maneki Neko, or beckoning cat. Delicious food, especially desserts, that are a must-try. And there's quirky cafes such as the Capybara Cafe. More on that in another video. But there's one thing that made my trip to Tokyo complete, and that is the viral Mario Kart Tour.
Woo! Oh man, this is so crazy.
If you're watching this, chances are you played Mario Kart as a child and or still play it like me. But these tours take you through Tokyo in a go-kart, all while dressed up as your favorite character. There are a couple of options available. The most popular options are Streetcar Tokyo and Monkey Kart. We chose Monkey Kart because its availability best suited our Tokyo itinerary. These reservations fill up fast, so I highly recommend booking a month in advance. We booked 2 weeks in advance and there were few slots available. There are also 3 routes available. For this occasion, we chose Route 3, which took us through some of the most iconic sites including Tokyo Tower, Harajuku, and Shibuya Crossing. For my girlfriend and I, we paid a total of 40,000 yen, or about $265 US at the time of this recording. This gave us an hour and a half of driving, which was just the right amount of time. We also picked a 2 p.m. time slot, which in the end was perfect because during the month of March, it started to get a little chilly by the end of our ride. Before you're allowed to drive, you must take out an international driver's permit back home. All you have to do is pay $20 to apply at your local AAA. You don't have to be a member to apply. However, without this, you won't be able to drive in Japan. Today, since I'm in Tokyo, I'm gonna be doing one of my lifelong dreams, and that is to drive a little bit of Mario Kart around the city of Tokyo. I mean, this is my first full day in Tokyo, and I just had to do this little thing right here. So let's go.
I don't know if I can see my girlfriend here, but there we go. Oh, here we go. Woo! Driving in Japan. Wow, I'm driving a go-kart in Japan. This is so fascinating. Oh my God, you did it once. Okay, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm kind of getting used to it. This is so weird, but it's so cool. So what I really like about this is it's a totally different driving experience when you're just out in a go-kart. You got the open air, you get to look around on the city.
Before we drove, we were briefed on how to drive the go-kart. But obviously there's going to be a little bit of awkwardness whenever you drive a new vehicle. The other advice they give you is to keep a one-cart space from each other to avoid getting cut off, especially by taxi drivers. But even if you take everything into consideration, sometimes the group will get cut off anyways.
Oh, they stopped? They got cut off?
But no worries, our guide pulled us aside as we waited for the rest.
Here they are. You know, it's really cool just being a Godzilla fan and all. Like, I'm starting to recognize all of the different spots in Tokyo that Godzilla or any of the other monsters have been to. So here's Tokyo Tower coming right up. Too bad this camera's not facing the other side, because it's on this side. But I'm hoping my GoPro is capturing a good image here. Oh, shit. This thing be bumpy. I gotta speed up. Woo! Tokyo Tower, right here. Oh, it's beautiful. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. Finally.
If you're a fan of Godzilla and giant monster movies, Tokyo Tower is a site that's a favorite to destroy. So for me, it was fascinating to finally see the iconic Tokyo Tower up close and get a sense of scale as to how big these movie monsters are.
There it is, right there. Oh, that That is awesome. Looks so much better in person.
One of the coolest parts of the tour was the attention from pedestrians. At almost every intersection, you saw people wave or take your picture.
People are just fascinated. There's Tokyo Tower. Finally get to see it in person. Look at that. Oh, now we're right next to it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Gojira. I didn't see it. Gojira there. So that's one of the sites. I also believe we're going to go by Shibuya Crossing. I'm not sure which one's next. I don't know what the order of the route is. I didn't look it over before coming. But we just did one of them. Tokyo Tower. And now we're off to the next one. Picture time.
When you're in the carts, you're low to the ground, you're in the open air, and you're driving in the middle of Tokyo traffic. It's a totally different thrill than driving in a normal car.
Oh, we're going downhill. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Gotta slam on the brakes for this one. Dang. That's okay. And we're going through a tunnel. Oh boy. Woo! Oh man. Holy smokes.
If you think it's cool driving through tunnels, try it in a go-kart.
So this is pretty. Got like some very interesting trees here. I wish I knew the name of them. Shake Shack. Coming up now on National Stadium. There it is, right in the background. So confirmed, we're definitely in Shibuya. We should be coming up onto Shibuya Crossing soon. I think that's going to be really interesting once we get there. Hi. Some guy just blew a kiss. I don't know if the GoPro caught that. Oh, is this Shibuya Crossing? I think we're here. This is Shibuya Crossing, the most famous crossing in the world. Look at that. Wow. No wonder why people like coming here. Look at this thing. This is impressive. Busiest intersection in the world, and without a doubt, so many people here. I think it takes about 2 minutes for everyone to go by. I can't believe I'm here. I see this thing on Instagram all the time, on social media. I gotta say, like even last year at this time, coming to Japan was one of the last things on my mind. I always said, like, yeah, maybe I'll go to Japan someday, but now I'm here, a year later, and I'm driving carts at the most famous intersection. Little advertisement right here. So for those who are new here and have not followed my station, I always covered Colombia, the country, and driving there is just an absolute nightmare as much as I love the country. But here in Tokyo, it's just, everyone's just very respectful for the most part. I feel very comfortable driving here for my first time. Everything's just so organized, orderly. A really good example of how any city should be, really. Not even New York can do something like this. Try doing carts in New York. Yeah, I don't think New York could ever pull something like this off. Much less Bogota. Oh, this is just such an amazing time.
It wasn't too long after that my GoPro battery ran out, so I can't give you the rest of our amazing trip. But we felt great after the tour. An awesome introduction to Tokyo. So there you go, folks. We just completed our tour of Monkey Kart here in Tokyo. So if you're a big fan of Mario Kart like I am and you want to do it in real life, I definitely recommend. It totally lives up to the hype. You drive around, you have people wave at you, you get some awesome pictures, you dress up in costumes, and it's just so much fun just going into a go-kart. So Monkey Kart, I give it a 10 out of 10. I got all the information in the description, and like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Welcome to Tokyo, my friends.